Yo, what is up guys? This is Astranox and I'm back for another Tales of Erin video, and this is a guide, a Lotus Moon review. So Lotus Moon is a sharpshooter. She deals a ton of damage, single target damage mostly. Her stats, base stats 10% crit damage 155, attack interval 0.8, which is already quick, restoration 90, and defenses very close to 2000, plus in green. That's because she's awakened, origin awakened 2 times. I pulled more of her, and as you can see, she gets a crit damage and attack interval boost. This is gonna be from her skills passive. So let me go through that. This is the build that I use for her. The first skill does nothing special, so I left it at 1. But the ultimate is extremely good. It does quite a bit of damage, 1600 fire damage to enemies in front, and the best thing here is that it reduces their defense by 30%. This is huge. This is huge. It lasts 30 seconds. She can use it after 35 seconds, so it's pretty much always up. Knocks enemy back. You can also, this thing, she's gonna roll and she's just gonna gather all the monsters and push them back all together, all nice. That's another plus, and gives you a breathing room in your group. This passive here, Shuriken Shower, reduce caster's attack interval by 25% and increase the crit damage by 36%. So this, when it's maxed out, is the attack interval is 30% and reduction, and the increased crit damage is 40%. So not that massive of a difference between 9 point and 10 points, so I've left it like this for now. Now this passive is very strong. Basic attack has 50% chance to attach 2000 damage, and like, she auto attacks quick, and this thing makes her attack even quicker. So that's why she has an attack interval of 0.6 compared to Garcia, very quick. Lian, top tier 5-star, still 50% faster than her. You see, it is really quick. So all around, her kit is super strong. She's only a 4-star, but she's like a tier 1. She's like top tier. When we talk about 4-star fire characters, she is top tier. Now, for gear on her, because I got Mao as main damage dealer, and I've got Lian just tanking in front, just an offensive tank, or it would be Garcia alongside Lian. And I mean, I'll show you my team in action, but you can mix and match, use whatever you got. If you're starting, she might be your main damage dealer. You don't have Mao, you don't have you don't have any other damage dealer, because out of the fire 4-star, she's really amazing. So make her your main damage dealer if you don't have Mao or Rabis. Even I believe she does more damage than Rabis with the right gear. I mean, she's really amazing, like I said multiple times. All right, so here, attack of fire characters in the party 40%. This is a tier 4 item. I crafted this, or you might be able to get it out of an event. It has bonus skills of attack of fire characters in the party plus 3%, and self attack buff fire character 14%. This applies to herself only. This thing is level 100. I have broken through it. I feeded the same item 4 times for it to be level 100. Well, I mean, to max level 100, and then I powered it up with materials, of course. This has a self bonus skill of 19% HP increase for self fire character, and it has a skill. This is only tier 2, but it was easy to obtain and to power up, so I went with it, you know, because fire costumes were not easy to obtain. and this is a 15% crit rate increase for your whole your whole team, your mono fire team, or any fire character you might have on your team. You should be rolling with a team with all on the same element, just because you can use these items and buff up every character in the group, and the other characters can do the same thing. You know, you just have to balance it out. This is all of offense. Attack increase for team, attack increase for team. This is the tier 3 item costume, sorry. This is the tier 4, and this is tier 2, it's crit for party. So you might want like a tome to buff up your team HP, or if she's your main damage dealer, you will have items more like, the items on her will look more like this. Attack a fire character 110% with yeah, bonus skill doesn't matter too much, you just need something that helps your team, but if you can't get it, whatever. This is tier 3. You can use a gold hammer to reroll these stats, but you should not do it on a tier 3 item. I repeat, do not do it on a tier 3 item. Save those for tier 4 or tier 5 because they are hard to obtain. And that same item, just 10% crit for self on the bonus skill, and this is a tier 3 as well, exact same as this, just different bonus skill, and this is skill level 10 and this is skill level 8. And this is a tier 4. You can get those from massive battles by defeating the fire massive battle in hard or hell, and it has a 18% attack increase. This is a self buff on the bonus skill, and it gives 49% crit for self, and yeah, it's a tier 4. So another tier 4 that you can gain from the fire massive battle is this. This is only skill level 7, but it is very powerful. This is going to be more powerful than the other one just because it goes up higher in attack, and the stats on the item itself are higher. 526 attack and 788. It will be higher when I break through this thing 2 more times with the same item, and it reach level 100. It will beat the other ones that I've shown you. This is a tier 3 item, so you can roll with a DPSing item. I prefer running with something like this, double self attack and 1 crit rate buffing item for self, or I mean, I prefer to do it like this. You could go with triple attack items and have the rest of your team buff up your team crit by a lot, but then your whole team won't have much attack if you go that route. So that's why I prefer to roll like this. And also, while you're farming the fire massive battle in hard and hell, I mean, you like these don't drop like candy, right? And same with these. So I mean, you might build 1 of each, because I mean, you're not gonna only get the exact one, like only these, you know, so you have to kind of build 2 different ones. Anyways, moving on here, I want to show you the team in action, and then I want to take the damage item from Mao and put them on Lotus Moon. Actually, I should probably just do it now. Straight up do it now. Let's go. This will prolong the fight, of course, because Mao is my main damage dealer. But it will give you an idea of how strong Lotus Moon is this way. So really some not so great items for Mao, my main damage dealer. This should be interesting. And there was another self-buffing one right there. This is really like, wow. I just want to test it. we'll see what happens together. Yeah, so when you're building up her skills, you put, let's say you put 1 point in the passives early on when you're just starting out, and actually when you're starting out you probably want to buff up this last one first, the passive demonic eye, because it's gonna give you a lot of damage early on, a lot of damage. Just remember, put 1 point at least in there. And then you've got 15% defense reduction from your divinity already, so you could wait for this one to buff up last, especially if she's your main damage dealer. Just go with this and this, but don't care about the first skill. So priority is this, and then if she's just a support and you have a stronger damage dealer, you go this one first, guarantee. You want that 30% defense down ASAP. And then you would go with the demonic eye, and then finally shuriken shower. Now here's the story. If you're interested, just pause and you can read. Here is Lotus Moon running. Here, that's her first skill. That's her basic attack, and this is her ultimate. She just rolls. And this is her voice. Alright, so let's get to the fighting here. Let's see how much damage can she really deal. Oh no, alright, I might just create a battle. That's a different person. Oh. Let's just wait a bit here. No, this is level 20. So yeah, I mean, not a lot of people use her. They don't know how strong she is. Doesn't mean that she's a 4-star, she's bad automatically if you have full 5 stars. Oh my god, of course this hacker had to be in this video too. This hacker needs to be banned. 5 times I think I've seen him today. Ridiculous. Just ban him already. Alright, I might have to just solo a game by myself. Okay, let's look at Lotus Moon attacking her. So there's some crits going off. She's dealing like 4,000 often. What is she doing now? She's standing there. Is she bugged? She might, like, her animation might not be triggering. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, this is a showcase of her, but I just wanted to see what's gonna happen. Is she really just stuck there? Well, anyways, I'm gonna go and use her skill. The auto broke with her. This is odd. Now I'm losing first rank. I mean, I don't have Mao powered up, but of course having her not attacking is not helping here. I usually do 1,000,000 damage easily here with Mao as my main damage dealer. Okay, I went rank 1. Okay, that's a new one. That's odd. It's the first time I see this. First time she just bugs out like this. Of course it had to be now though. Of course. First kill. A couple 1,500 crits. This boss blocks 1,000 damage, by the way. On every attack. 5,000, 6,000. She attacks quick though. She did her... Oh, there it is, there it is. Oh, beautiful. A bunch of 12,000 and 13,000 Now she landed her defense down 30%. It doesn't land 100%. Like, it's not guaranteed that she's gonna land it. 6.4k. Is that 8.4k? Her first kill, a bunch of 3.6ks. 7.8, 7.9. I don't know what that is. There's just so many numbers. So much thing going on. But she's definitely a great damage dealer, guys. She should not be underestimated. Let's just do some more testing, just because I can, you know? Just to show you guys, because I don't put DPS items on her every day. $3.6k. This is without defense down. This is without the attack buff from the healer, Nefeeru. This is without divinity pop. This is without defense down 30%. And here we go. She got it. Okay, bunch of 14,000. $3.7. All right, and when she attaches the damage, I think it's a separate attack. You see? Oh, wait. Boom, boom. Is that it? When she does attach that 50% chance to attach 2,000 damage, it seems like she is doing double attacks. And I don't know, maybe it's attaching that damage on her first kill and on her ultimate on top of her auto attack. But here I did a lot of damage. I don't know how long this game lasted, but usually I can pop my divinity and then I can build it up a bit more. But just like Mao did no damage, and this is her. This is Lotus Moon in action. Just doing a ton of damage. Let's test her again. I mean, if you have a main damage dealer like Mao, if you have Lian, especially Lian like right in front and countering non-stop. I mean, okay, Lotus Moon, just use her for the 30% defense down and some extra damage, you know? Because you have to remember, she already has that 2,000 attach on 50% of the hits. Okay, she's doing her first heal. Let's see the damage numbers. Oh, just a bunch of numbers. Yeah, it's like I would have to check that my damage in rank 1 now, how much it goes up for when certain things are used. It seems like it's like 100,000 damage just when she goes with her ultimate. Her first kill, oh, it could be like 30,000 damage. But it's not buffed up anyways. First kill, yeah. I mean, I think the other fight just dragged on. That's why I did so much damage. Oh, there she goes. Oh my god, a bunch and like close to 20,000. You can actually see my damage going up. It's just I can't pay attention to everything. So it might give you an idea of how much she's actually doing. Oh, my inventory is full, that's why I don't see the skills. But yeah, let me go here and just show you guys. So yeah, you just have her in the team, depend on which hero that you have. You know, maybe you have Garcia, maybe you have Chloe tanking in front, maybe you cannot have Lian, let's say, in your group because the encounter makes it so the boss deals a ton of damage to every target in front, I don't know. And then you need to run a bunch of ranged targets, ranged units. So you're running a Nefeeru to like help out Garcia stay alive, or Chloe. And then you have her as a damage dealer, and you have Mao as a damage dealer, or maybe you have Rabis. Maybe you don't have Mao. Maybe, you know, you just gotta like use what you got. Just use what you got. And on her, you could go pure attack increase like these. This is tier 4 farmable from Fire Massive Battle, or this is the tier 3 one that I'm using now. You can get those from the Jade shop, by the way. Or if you have main damage dealers already and you just want her as a support for the defense down 30%, just go and use stuff like this. This is tier 4, you craft those, or maybe you get them from an event. This you can get from the guild shop with guild coins, 900 guild coins, guys. Increase attack of your whole party. Very, very useful. And yeah, I mean, if she's having some survival issue, which she shouldn't because she got 2000 defenses, you could run a self-buffing HP item, I guess, like this from Fire Mass Battle, or the lower tier 3. This from the Jade shop, or craftable, or maybe from some event. But if you're buffing the team, you can go and use a tome that buffs up the HP of the team. This drops from, well, crafting or an event. Have not seen any event for those yet. And yeah, or the lower tier tomes here from the guild shop for guild coins, for 900 guild coins. Or, I mean, if you're going all out damage dealing on her, you could be running something like this thing, but this is attack and HP buff. This ends up giving you more attack, I believe. I mean, I don't think you're gonna be using her with Nirvana gear, but maybe, yeah. I mean, she does a lot of damage. Maybe there's some wind fight, you want some insane damage. And yeah, with her attack interval, really, she dishes out a ton of damage. And self-buffing crit, this is the tier 3, you get those from crafting. And this you get from Fire Massive Battle in Hard or Hell. In Hell it's a better drop rate, but it's obviously a harder fight. So yeah, and for team, well, you've got a bunch of fire characters, so you can just mix and match depending on the situation. Like you saw, I'm using Lian as a tank, offensive tank for that win massive battle in Hell, hardest difficulty. And I mean, it depends on what you got, but out of the 4 stars, Lotus Moon is top notch, and I believe she is stronger than Rabis as a damage dealer. Well, she's much easier to gear for. She already has some buffs on herself, and just great with that attached 2000 damage. Just insane damage early on when you don't have a bunch of like crazy items, especially. So yeah, guys, I don't want to drag this too long. I think I covered her, and you can see her stats here when it's fully powered up. It's 350% fire damage to a random target and nearby enemies, 10-second cooldown. This thing is the same as me, 1600% fire damage to enemies in front and reduce their defense by 30% for 30 seconds, knocks back enemies, 30% attack interval reduction and increase of crit damage by 40%, and 50% chance to attach 2000 damage. Really strong character. Sharpshooters are good at dealing a ton of damage to single target enemies, and magicians are good for pack of monsters. So there you have it, a review and also a guide for Lotus Moon. I'm Astranox, thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe for more. I make a bunch of gameplay videos and how-tos guides for everything Tales of Erin related. So yeah, if that's your first video, well, subscribe for more and check out my other stuff. Alright, peace out for now.